Citizens of the Empire, it is once again my great pleasure to address you all, and to wish you all a Merry Christmas. This is my 10th Christmas broadcast. That is quite a milestone. It also means, of course, that the 10th anniversary of Tytannia's foundation will soon be upon us. These celebrations will be on a scale never before seen in Tytannia, and preparations are due to begin very soon. I hope that many of you will be able to join me at White Gold Palace in April. Before we get to that though, it is worth reflecting on the year that has gone by. A mixed year in many ways. It was the year which saw the death of perhaps the greatest monarch of them all, Queen Elizabeth II. Her lifelong example of leadership is an example which will be followed by all the leaders of all the nations of the world, including micronational leaders. It was also a year which saw the horrific invasion of Ukraine. I was proud that my government was able to donate to the Ukrainian Red Cross Society in February, and I hope that further donations will be budgeted for next year too. Closer to home, however, there were things to celebrate. With the birth of my cousin's daughter last month, we welcomed the first of the next generation of my family. Meanwhile, I served as a groomsman at the wedding of the Austrasian Emperor, Jonathan I, to Princess Hannah of Wildflower Meadows, which was one of the greatest honours of my micronational career. Right now, Tytannia faces the task of recovering from its second major period of inactivity. The first, in late 2016 and early 2017, was resolved by recruiting new citizens at Birmingham, which sparked a new era of political competition. Now that competition is low. It must of course be noted that 2022 was the year that Tytannia put the coronavirus pandemic behind it for good. Whilst there remains much to be done throughout the world, in Britain at least the virus is now clearly endemic and poses no significant risk to Adamic citizens. But the lifting of lockdown restrictions has exposed the fact that a return to Adamic political life as we knew it is impossible. Since 2020, an entire generation of Adamic politicians have graduated from university and now hold full-time national jobs, and the time they have to give to Tytannia has dwindled. I know this because I am myself one of those people. It has been difficult to address this situation. Our first attempt at constitutional reform near the beginning of the year failed to deliver a proper election. Only by abolishing the House of Citizens and greatly reducing the number of seats on the ruling council were we able to hold a truly competitive election at last. Now, after well over a year, we finally again have a government with a proper democratic mandate, which is absolutely essential as the 10th Foundation Day approaches. Now then, is the time for a great national rejuvenation. This coming Foundation Day is an opportunity to showcase Tytannia at its best. We must continue to adapt to the political situation, recruit new citizens, and get the Empire into the best shape it can be for this most momentous of occasions. But first, please join me in celebrating this festive season. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Seek wisdom and honour, and long live the Empire.